Hey Ryan, it's Scott with Impact Latent SEO. We spoke earlier and I wanted to shoot over this quick video showing some tips and tricks that you guys can do in-house to help bring in more business using your website and Google Business Profile. I would appreciate to hear your feedback from you about the video, and I hope these strategies are helpful and educational for you as well. So looking at your website, I do like that, you tell where you're serving and then you have a click to call that actually works. So that's really cool. I do really like the Valley View roofing as well for the logo. I think that's pretty cool. And then Draper, St. George. I mean, you guys go all over the place in Utah, so pretty cool. But one thing I do recommend for your website is to add more content. And the reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. And throughout that content, you want to be found for keywords in Google searches. And usually that is going to be like roofing services in Draper. That would be a service and also a location. And those are considered buyer intent keywords. Another thing you could do is for all your videos and images, things like that, if you save the alt text correctly, they could be added as a keyword in there as well, because that's embedded behind the picture. So I did go ahead and put your website into a tool I use called Ahrefs. This kind of goes over your analytics and kind of shows me where you're setting. The UR and DR is the strength and trust that Google has in your website. These are on a scale of 100, and I recommend having them balanced and continuously moving up. You're currently at 22 strength and 2.6 trust. And by implementing some of these strategies that I'm talking about, these will boost your numbers here. You're at 2.6 trust, and that's usually because of your backlinks and referring domains. If you don't know what a backlink is, that's when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so I do recommend avoiding the avoid the spammy backlinks while going after the authoritative ones by staying relevant to your industry and also your location. And it looks like you're being indexed for 22 keywords, and this is just a third-party tool, so this could be off, but it looks like you're getting about 4 people to your website each and every month. With that being so low, your website's acting more like a digital business card as opposed to an online lead generating tool that could produce an ROI for you. And if we look at some of the organic keywords you're being indexed for, Valley View Roofing, there's 30 searches, you're in position 1, that's great, but that's not really a buyer intent keyword. Roofing Company Utah, that's a state keyword, but you are number 2, or you're on the second page of Google for it. Trying to find, Bountiful Roofing Contractor. That is a buyer intent because it's a very specific city. But you're on page 6 of Google. So those are the type of keywords that you should be trying to rank for, is where you have a city, Salt Lake City Roofing Companies, still 53rd position. So those are the type of keywords that I'm talking about you want to be ranking for. And I looked up Draper just because that's where it said on your website right here. But you get your Google guaranteed services up top, and then you have your local ads going on right here. That is a great way to generate business quickly by being up here. But being in the Google Business Profile is really where you want to be. It's totally fine that you're not here. There's so many different ways you could get up here. You could start by constantly adding reviews. You could make sure that your name, address, and phone number are the exact same all across the internet, so you don't mislead Google. There's also a 750 character About Us section at the bottom that you can fill out, and you could have locational keywords in that as well. And then posting branded, geotagged, and geolocated photos weekly really helps because it shows Google that you're growing your business organically. And then adding citations, which is your business name, address, and phone number, into things like Yellow Pages and Yelp is beneficial because Google is like a big popularity contest. And by giving out your information to as many people as possible, Google will start to trust you more, and that will boost your business. And that's not only in your area, but your surrounding areas as well. And then being up in the Google Business Profile will generate about 30 to 40% of the traffic going to your website, just because you can conveniently click right here. And then that brings us down to the organic section. And this is where I was saying you were ranking for those different keywords on the 5th, 6th, and 7th page of Google. And looking at, just Draper Roofing, you're looking at Go Bighorn as your number 1 competitor. And if we look at their website, not too much content on here as well. But one thing that I forgot to say earlier was, especially for your website, you say you serve a bunch of different areas. Um, and if you have different location, oh, here they are, Salt Lake Service Draper. If you have different locations that you service, if you have pages for those locations, you could add those locational keywords into your website, and then you could be found for all those different areas. But once you start implementing these strategies I'm talking about, having more content, better keywords, more locational keywords, especially buyer intent, and then having those authoritative backlinks and citations, you're going to start to outrank your competitors. And just to kind of give you a glimpse of, the search volume, I did South Jordan because Draper was a very small area. There was not a lot of search volume, but I know you work in a bunch of different areas, so I did a couple for you. But just for adding South Jordan, there's 250 searches each and every month in South Jordan. Well, for that one keyword, I should say. So there's really probably closer to 250 or 300. And then also, if you were to, expand over to in Salt Lake, there's 800 searches in Salt Lake. There's 700, or that's a restaurant. There's 600 for, roofing companies, Salt Lake City. And as you can see, there's a lot of volume here. And so when you start to rank for your keywords in those different areas, a percentage of the total volume will start to go to your website. And a percentage of the people going to your website will start to give you a call, and then depending on your closing rate will turn into a customer for you. So I really hope that this video was beneficial for you. I again would appreciate to hear your feedback and thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.